Hello everyone, I'm Sam from the NerveGearProject. Lately I made a lot of research and on every full dive technology forum, blog or video there was reference to Sword Art Online and its Nervegear. The most common question was, how close are we from one? Everyone is excited at this idea and I'm also really impatient to visit Aincrad in a full dive technology. Well, this video will not help your eagerness since we might be closer to a Nervegear than we think. Don't get me wrong, when I say we might be closer to a Nervegear than we think, it doesn't mean that we will have the technology right now or next year. What I actually mean is that science is evolving at an extremely fast pace, and the past few years saw a lot of development in the branch of neuroscience. This branch is really important to us since we want to be able to move a digital character and have some feedback from what we are doing via our senses, and all that by reading the information the brain creates and by then sending information to the brain. For example, to tell him his right hand is holding something. In the next minute, I will be discussing some theories I heard about and technologies that could be used as a path to follow for development. First thing is lucid dreaming. Even if I'm not a fan of this theory, it's still a really interesting one since the movie Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio and Ellen Page revolved around it. Lucid dreaming is by itself really theoretical, since it cannot be proven. So I'm going to let you be the judge. But what is lucid dreaming? Well, in description, lucid dreaming is when you become aware that you are in a dream and have control over your action and thought in the dream. It also features perception through the five senses that are almost like normal. Lucid dreaming occurs during the REMS or rapid eye movement sleep, the section of sleep in which dreams occur. REM sleep is also characterized by a near complete paralysis of the body, which could answer the question of the paralysis in the show, but let's keep that for another video. So, could lucid dreaming help us? Yes, indeed, because it shows that the human brain has the power to control a body that isn't physical, but that this body can still feel sensation. However, lucid dreaming is inconvenient because it is hard to achieve. Apparently, there are some tips and tricks to augment the chance to realize your dreaming. You want to give it a shot? Then here comes the tricks. First, starting a dream journal. When you wake up in the morning, write what you remember dreaming about. Even if it's nothing, write it down just to form the habit. After a short period of doing this, it will help you remember what you dream about when you wake up. Next is reality check, like counting to 5 on your fingers when you're awake. By doing it really often, you might do it in the dream and notice something different, making you realize that you are in fact in a dream. Third is to repeat to yourself that you want to do a lucid dream when you're trying to fall asleep. Waking up in the middle of the night for 30 minutes and going back to sleep with the same idea in mind can also increase the chance of lucid dreaming. Like I said, I will let you be the judge for this theory, and don't forget to cast your vote in the comment section. Now, let's talk about the next subject that could help us with our goal. If you watched other videos on the subject, you probably heard of EEGs or electroencephalogram and MRI, which means magnetic resonance imaging. The first one is a medical technique which measures and records the the electrical activity of the brain through electrodes attached to your head. It is heavily used because of its low cost, and it's mainly used for the diagnostic of epilepsy and to study sleep disorder and coma. The other is used for brain mapping. In other terms, it is used to see the interior of your brain using magnet. It can show which part of the brain is affected by a disease or which part of it is used at a certain moment. However, even if Emotive is trying to make the Epoch and the Insight a consumer product, both EEGs and MRI are mostly used for medical purposes, and they only see which part of the brain is active, but don't tell the reason it is active. At last, what you were probably waiting for, the big revelation of why I think we might be closer to a Nervegear than we think. But before I start, I want to warn you that what I'm about to say might make you want to quit this video, since SEO clearly don't use this. But please listen what I have to say in the next few minutes. So let's talk about intrusive technology, or if you prefer, implant. If you're not already gone, you are probably telling yourself that this is a terrible idea, and trust me, it is. First, there is the danger of the brain surgery. Next, there is the cost of the surgery, and also making it a consumer project will be hell. But why am I talking about intrusive technology if it's that bad? Well, using implant in the brain of a 20-year-old paralyzed man, DARPA was able to make him use a mechanical prosthetic arm, but that is not all. They also added touch sensor to the fingertip of the robotic hand, and the man was able to tell blindfolded which finger was being touched by the scientific. That doesn't only tell us that it is possible, but also that it is realizable. Using the knowledge discovered from DARPA and their implants, we might be able to do the same thing without using intrusive technology. Leaning on what we learned today, we can assume that it is already possible to move a digital character and have a feedback from our sense of touch. Even if there's a lot more we need to learn about the brain and how it works, not doing anything is like waiting for something to happen by itself. That's why I'm associated with the Nerve team, a group of persons using a forum-like website to help research for brain-computer interface. To visit the website, the link will be in the description. You can also comment your theory and ideas down below or on Twitter. We also just made a new Facebook page to follow the latest news. And don't forget to subscribe to receive a notification each time a new video comes out. Thank you for watching.